Hello folks, this is Luzhu channel. My name is Martin. I hope you have a great day. Today we make a dish is called Luzhu pork ribs. And Chinese name called Luzhu. And the main ingredient we need a big piece of pork ribs. Just one piece of pork ribs. And we also need some seasoning, spice to cook. We need 2 scallion. This scallion already washed to the yellow skin. We don't cut the roots. I washed. We use the whole plant. And we need a piece of small piece of ginger, 3 star anise, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 tablespoon fennel seeds, and 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, and 1 tablespoon Chinese red peppercorn or wild peppercorn, and 1 black cardamom. Those seasoning we use it to cook the pot. And we also need rocky sugar. If you don't have rocky sugar, we can use the plain sugar. We probably need 2 tablespoons rocky sugar to half cup rocky sugar or plain sugar. And we also need a sauce. This is called soybean paste. This is what we use. Probably need 2 tablespoons and to cook our pork. So those are the main ingredients we need for this dish. For the seasoning in the plate, and if you have if you have a tea bag, you can put it in a tea bag and to seal it and boil it with the pork. And I don't have tea bag, so I will just put it into the water directly. So it doesn't matter. But for the ginger, I can't put a whole piece into it. I need to slice it. So we use the sliced piece of ginger. So we cut it to the thin slices and add to the other spices to cook our meat. Okay. This is all our seasoning. We cut the ribs. The ribs we cut between the bones. Between the bones, you can feel the bones. We cut it between the bones. So it'll be like this. We cut it between the bones. Okay, we put it into our pot. Those are ribs we get. Okay, we count the cold tap water. We will wash just rinse it, wash the ribs. Try to get the blood to come out. Just rinse it a few times. This is a plain salt. We add probably 1 teaspoon to the water to wash the ribs. So this way, if you have time, you can soak this rib in the cold tap water for 1 hour or 2 hours, so all the blood will come out. Wait a second. Okay, we drain the water. So this is what rib we use later. We add 2/3 pot of the water and turn the stove high fire, and we add the ribs into this cold tap water. Yeah, this way, and you can cook the ribs, you can cook the chicken, you can cook the beef, beef and and if you want to cook Luzhu, and all the meat, before you add into it, you need to use the water this way to process it, then add to it, or you will ruin that sauce, because that sauce you can repeat use, because some kind of Luzhu sauce can use it for a few hundred years. This is Chinese cooking wine. We add 1 teaspoon of Chinese cooking wine to the water. Just heat the water, don't cover the lid, just heat the water until this water is boiling. And then we will get the meat out and rinse the foam. Now you can see it start boiling. There's a lot of foam on the top, and we will get the ribs out. Get the ribs out and put it in a strainer. Get the ribs out. Try your best, don't get the foam. You can get some foam, it doesn't matter, because we will use the hot water rinse it. Okay, I think I get all the ribs. Those are the ribs we get, and we'll go to in the hot water rinse it, and we turn off the stove. We turn on the hot water and to rinse it, the ribs. Get the foam and those ducks, the black, have the foam and dirty stuff, and off the meat. Usually those are from the blood, so try to get off it. We can use this way to process the chicken, pork, and the beef, and lamb, yeah, most of the meat. We can do this way to clean. So before we put it back into our Luzhu to cook it, so we need to process it. It's pretty clear. Okay, we put it here and turn off the water. Let it drain the water. We add 2.5 quarters of water in a pot, and then turn the stove high fire. Just heat the water until the water is boiling. Heat the water until the water is boiling. Right now you can see the water is hot. It's not boiling, but it's hot. We add the ribs and back into this hot water. Don't add it to the when the water is cold. Don't add to it. Make sure the water is covers the ribs. If it's not cover the ribs, maybe that means you need to add more hot water, not cold water. This is a big piece of salt. It doesn't matter which brand, it need to be the big cube sea salt or whale salt. We add a quarter cup of salt. I think this is enough. If it's not enough, you need to add more. So a quarter cup of salt to it. And then we add ginger into it. Ginger, sliced ginger, and 2 scallions, and into it. And black cardamom, it's called 草果 in Chinese, and 2 star anise, and 1 cinnamon stick, 1 tablespoon fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, and 1 tablespoon of wild pepper or Chinese red pepper. Add to it. Okay, we let the scallion soak it, and just Just heat the water. Still high fire to heat the water until this is boiling. Then we will change the fire. This is the rocky sugar. If you don't have rocky sugar, you can add the plain sugar. We add close between the 2 tablespoons to a quarter cup of rock sugar or plain sugar into it. This is a soybean paste. We add 2 tablespoons soybean paste to it. 2 tablespoons soybean paste to it. After you open the soybean paste, you need to put it in the fridge. You can't put it in room temperature in case they grow some bacteria. You can also add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. If you don't have, this is optional. If people in your family are allergic to seafood, don't add it. You can use a cup to measure because I don't have a lot left in this bottle. This is the soy sauce. Add 1 tablespoon soy sauce to it. This is the dark soy sauce. We add 1 tablespoon dark soy sauce to it. We just cook it until just a high fire till it's boiling.
I'm very busy. Oh, get off there.
So right now we don't cover it. When it's boiling, we will cover it and change the fire. If you want to make this sauce to be spicy, also have some spicy flavor, you can add dry chili pepper into it, and also add some Sichuan chili sauce I always use in my video, and to make it to be spicy. But this one I don't make it to be spicy, so make a big, yeah. It's all up to you. Now you can see it start boiling. After start boiling, we put the lids on and put a chopstick and at the edge of the lid, and we right now to change the fire to the medium fire or on the medium fire. You need, but through the gap between the lid and the pot, you can still see a small boiling and in the pot. Right now we set a timer and for 1 hour. After 1 hour, the meat will be fully cooked. After 40 minutes, we check the ribs. We use the chopstick to poke the ribs, and it's easy to poke through. It means this rib is done cooking. Let me see, try it. Okay. If you poke through the rib, there's no blood come out. If you want meat more tender, you can cook a little longer. So I cook it, so I think this rib is done. If it's not done, you can cook extra 20 minutes. Okay, we put the ribs into the top of the stove. Pick the ribs in a plate. Try not to get the seeds. If we get it, try not to get the seeds. Try not to get those seasoning stuff. Okay, I think I get all the meat, all the ribs. This sauce and this Luzhu sauce, we don't throw it, and we just put it here, let it cool down, and we'll put it in a container and put it in the fridge. I show you the one I used before. This one, the one I made it before, I put it in a container. It will like this, and I put it in the fridge. You put the fridge. If you want to put a fridge and when you use it, you just get it out, and to heat it with salt, and then you process the meat and add it to it. You can cook it chicken, beef, and lamb and pork, nearly everything. And we won't taste bad. It will taste really good. So the Luzhu pork ribs, Chinese name called 酱骨架 or 卤煮. And this dish is done. And I hope you like it. And please subscribe, share, like, and comment. And see you next time.